Hello. Today I want to do another vlog in the series that I'm conducting, and this is to do with particular hertz ranges and the ways in which we can use them for the potential benefit of the human and beyond. And for those that are not sure what a hertz is, it's usually how many cycles per second in which an instrument will vibrate. So if it's something like a guitar, as an example, and you pluck the string, then the string will vibrate so many cycles per second, and depending on the number of cycles per second that it vibrates, can tell you what hertz range it's in. The same thing goes for all kinds of instruments, including something like the 174 hertz tuning fork that I'm going to talk about briefly today. So I'm going to sound it out, and then I'm going to talk a little bit more into this hertz range. I'm trusting that you can hear that sound. When I did the last 111 hertz one, the tuning fork was a weighted tuning fork, and therefore it didn't produce enough sound volume for the microphone. So this one's not weighted, so I'm hoping that that you would be able to hear what it is that I've just sounded out. Now with the 174 hertz, it's obviously the lowest tone, I guess you could say, within the modern solfeggio frequency scale. I'm not going to go too much into what the solfeggio scale is. You can go back and have a look at some of the other vlogs that I've done with that, and I'll leave a link to a vlog where I've talked about the solfeggio scale a little bit further in the description box of the YouTube video below. So now, saying that, obviously, yes, you can get tuning forks that produce these sounds. You can also, I guess, download music that will be playing within that range. So you might be able to find, I guess, music or long playlists that have 174 hertz in them. And you can also, obviously, find other instruments, and you can also make your own music with all sorts of instruments, and there could be all sorts of hertz ranges, and you can actually then retune them with technology after you've recorded them to be within that scale. So I'm not going to go into the technicalities of that. The main purpose of me sharing this with you is so that I can just let you know some of the potential benefits that listening to this hertz range can provide for the human and potentially beyond. Now, excuse me if you can hear some slight other sounds in this vlog. There appears to be someone in my neighbourhood that's attending to some outdoor potential renovation tasks. So my apologies for those noises should they arise during this vlog. So the first one I want to get into is 174 hertz is quite well known to assist in relieving pain, and especially in the areas of the body of the back, the feet, the legs, and also migraines as well. It produces like a natural anesthetic and therefore a pain relief in the body, usually through the listening, obviously through the ear, and then it sends certain signals in the brain, and the brain obviously sends those signals to other areas of the body. There's also other ways in which the body works with sound, and I won't go into that too much here. Another, I guess you could say, thing that 174 hertz can assist with is reducing stress, reducing anxiety, reducing PTSD effects, and also improving concentration. And the reason that it helps with these potential, I guess you say, illnesses or diseases within the body, well, and a lot of them reside sort of in the brain somewhat through the thinking patterns, right? That is because the way that the 174 hertz works with the brain is it actually improves the brain's functionality and connection, so it improves the connection, which then obviously, of course, can improve the functionality, and then it helps provide a relaxation effect. So, as you can see, and I'm sure you can understand, with things like stress, anxiety, PTSD, and improving concentration, they usually heavily rely somewhat on the brain and the brain's function of it being able to process the thinking patterns and some of the emotions. Now, I'm sure some of you are aware, not all emotions are actually processed in the brain, they're processed through other areas of the body. However, the body is interconnected with everything. I'm sure I don't need to go into that too much here. And so, yes, I'm trusting that you understand what it is that I'm saying when I am sharing this. And then the last thing I want to touch on is that it can provide, I guess what some may say is a feel-good effect on the internal organs of the human, and it can provide other feelings of safety, security, and love. And so I'm sure there's probably many more that science is yet to catch up to in regards to the potential benefits of 174 hertz. Those are the ones that I'm just going to briefly mention here. The next one we're going to talk about is going to be 285 hertz, and that's the next tone up on the solfeggio scale. I want to say, I guess, the more modernity or the more modern solfeggio scale, because some of the, I guess, original solfeggio scales didn't include 174 hertz, and they didn't include 285, and there's another hertz range that's much higher up in the scale that wasn't necessarily used either. So, that being said, that's all that I'd like to say today for the 174 hertz tuning fork vlog, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.